Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is your boy Dean Hype coming back to you guys with a brand new video, and hope you guys are all having a great day so far. In today's video, you guys are gonna be seeing is we're gonna be covering the leaderboards and the combat records and all that type of stuff in today's video with Black Ops 4. Now, if you guys do not know what I'm talking about, basically, if you guys go into your Call of Duty Black Ops 4 multiplayer menu, you guys will see once you hit your options menu, it'll pop up and you will basically have your combat record and your stats on the left and the right. You'll see leaderboards at the bottom. But basically how this works is you can't actually access everyone's leaderboard. You can access people that you're friends with, but you can't actually physically access other people's leaderboards. Now, I have two articles here where one is talking about when our leaderboards and combat record coming to Black Ops 4, so that way we can keep up with our own combat record. Basically like Black Ops 3, World War II, Infinite Warfare, Black Ops 2, so on, other Call of Duty games. You guys get the point. But we're going to basically figure out when we're actually going to be able to understand when all this stuff is going to be coming into the game. And I also have another article where it goes into depth of Call of Duty Black Ops 4 players calling for a better leaderboard after an API change kills third-party stat tracking site. So the first article was released on March 5th, and the second article was released on March 8th. So basically, the whole word came out of when our leaderboards and combat records are coming out, and all this information got released. And then another article just got released as of yesterday at the time I'm recording this. It is currently March 9th when I'm posting this video, and I'm making this video the same day. March 8th is whenever this video was, or whenever this article was made. So we're going to go ahead and get straight into everything. We're going to be covering all this information in today's video. So before I go any further, please remember, if you guys are brand new to the channel, do not forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell before you guys click off the video. And also, if you guys are going to enjoy this video, do me a favor, hit that like button. It's always much appreciated if you do so. If you guys enjoy anything about the video, all you guys gotta do is hit that like button, make sure it turns blue, and that's very much appreciated if you guys can do that. But without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and get straight into it. Now, as you guys know, if you guys are a returning subscriber, links to the information are down in the description. If you guys are a new viewer, basically what I do is I put the links to the information down in the description. The articles, the links to everything will be down there. It'll say info, and then the articles will be there. So if you guys want to read along with me, you guys can do that. Or if you guys want to go ahead and pop open the article and read it by yourself, you guys can do that as well. Basically what I do here is read the article off so you guys kind of get a better understanding of what's going on, and I can kind of go a little more in depth. So if you guys are confused, I can go a little bit more in depth and kind of explain what they're talking about. So if you guys want to head down into the description and click on the first link in the description where it says info, it'll take you guys directly over to Dexerto.com, and the title will say when our leaderboards and combat records coming to Black Ops 4. Now it says here there is growing impatience among Black Ops 4 players about the lack of certain features which were expected much earlier in the game's launch, namely global leaderboards and combat records. So when can we expect these features to finally be added? It goes on to say, back in 2010, the first ever entry into the Black Ops series came with the all-new combat record, giving in-depth player statistics at launch, and it's featured in one form or another in every Call of Duty title since. So to have global leaderboards, but yet Black Ops 4 has neither of those features nearly 6 months after launch, and players are not happy about it. Leaderboards, as we mentioned on Twitter yesterday, we're working to enable leaderboards in both multiplayer and zombies next week. Stats are being recorded for leaderboards, just not displayed. Thanks for your patience. For combat record, it says, as with leaderboards, we're planning on bringing combat record and online in an update next week. We're still tracking your stats behind the scenes, so no worries. This was a blog post from Treyarch from back on October 13. Now it says here, but no leaderboards or combat records were added next week. Now, if their plan was adding leaderboards to where all it is your friends, that's not what we're looking for. I could care less what my friends are doing. Now, maybe I do want to see what my friends are doing. Like, maybe if I want to know if I got like 200 or 300 friends on my PlayStation friend list, and I want to know if I'm the best on core or hardcore out of all my friends, maybe. But the whole point of leaderboards is to know who is the #1 player inside of the game. Infinite Warfare had it, Black Ops 3 had it, Black Ops 2 had it, Black Ops 1 had it, Modern Warfare games had it. It's just a typical thing with Call of Duty. Leaderboards are a big key, as well as combat records. We want to keep up to date with what our stats are looking like, how many kills I have, what's my KD, how many like, well, what's my score per minute? We want to know all this type of stuff. How many games I'm winning in core team deathmatch? How many games I'm winning in core domination? What's my kill per minute in hardpoint? I want to know all this random stuff. It needs to be there, and Treyarch is literally just falling behind on this stuff. But it goes on to say fans on the on the official Black Ops 4 Reddit are pointing to a post made by a Call of Duty community blog on October 13th launch weekend by Black Ops 4. Now, we already read that post, and it goes on to say, this has made players even more incensed, and demands for answers over these missing features have grown more vitriolic, with some fans suggesting of its killing off the once loyal player fan base. It says here, leaderboard petition Treyarch and ATVI, if you want everything in your community to be ponies and rainbows, then you've lost what you brought us to all your games. Stat tracker shutdown rant. It says here in the Reddit post, you promised leaderboards and combat records. We don't get them. You've slowly phased out tracking statistics for the past few years in your games. You killed the companion app's detail of stat tracking. I know players as myself, biggest reasoning for getting into COD in the first place was your competition to do better than friends and see how your stats compare. You're killing off what's made this COD fun for a lot of people just to hide your current player count, in which you're going to end up with double negative and lose even more people. Your game is rated 18 and up, so stop the excuse about online bullying with statistics. The fact that you're no longer the big cheese at the table, and we're no longer the #1 community in destroying off the rest of your loyal fan base, has decided to stay through the years of absolute mediocrity. Now, I've already discussed that Reddit post in a previous video. I'm not sure exactly which video it was. I will put an annotation to the video where I kind of discussed everything about that stuff in the top right part of the screen. So if you guys want to check out that video, feel free to do so. But it says here, when will the global leaderboards be added to Black Ops 4? Unfortunately, it doesn't appear that everyone at Treyarch actually thinks they're coming at all. David Vonderhaar, studio design director, and for many the face of the studio, was not aware of the October 13th blog post that said leaderboards and combat record were coming next week. In a reply to a Reddit thread, Vonderhaar asked the users, link me the post, article, place where Treyarch told us at launch in the combat records and leaderboards are coming next week, stating he isn't aware of everything the studio says. He also explained the global leaderboards are not planned, although plans can be subject to change. Now it goes on to say, when will combat records be added to Black Ops 4? Since the initial October 13th blog post, there has been complete silence on combat records from Treyarch. This is both surprising and disappointing, as it appears there is no plans to add a more in-depth combat record at all, with the basic stats such as playtime, EKIA, death, and win-loss ratio. All that is certainly available. Goes on to say it's also unclear why Treyarch have made the decision to leave out combat records so far. It was their own brilliant idea in the original Black Ops, and was improved upon in both Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 3. Now, there's a bunch of Reddit posts here that you guys can go into and read, that basically people are talking about the ranting and just how they're feeling about Treyarch and not putting out the actual leak or the actual combat records and the leaderboards. So if you guys want to read all those Reddit posts, you guys can do so by clicking the link in the description and reading all those on your own. I'm just not going to go into reading everything there. But if you guys want to head down into the description and click the second link under where it says info, it'll take you guys over to a website, and this article is released on March 8th. It says Call of Duty Black Ops 4 players call for better leaderboards after API change kills third-party stat tracking site. Now it says here there's rumblings in the Call of Duty community again, this time related to a controversial API change that threatens to put an end to third-party stat tracking websites. Tracker Network's Call of Duty website has displayed a raft of key information for players, including global leaderboards, but a recent API change meant it stopped updating the player stats at time of publication. It's still down for business, with no comment from Activision or Black Ops developer Treyarch, we've asked. Now it goes on to say here the development hasn't gone down well. Players and one glance at Black Ops 4 in-game leaderboards will tell you why. The bare bones offering lets you compare your stats against what's called a players list. This includes friends and recent players. There's no global leaderboard for Black Ops 4. You can add recent players to your player list, but it doesn't work particularly well. When I tried to add a couple of recent players to my players list, they failed to show up. It says here, global leaderboards have been a part of the Call of Duty series for years and were in previous Black Ops games. Their omission in Black Ops 4 marks a change that is at best puzzling, at worst frustrating. Sure, you can compare a handful of stats of those to your friends, but you can't see how you stack up against the wider Call of Duty community. Compounding this issue is the fact many players have been expected global leaderboards to come to the game. In a widely circulated tweet issued back in October, Treyarch said leaderboards were coming next week. Pretty much all players took this to mean global leaderboards. For those inquiring about leaderboards, we are aiming to take them live next week. Stay tuned for details. Thank you for your patience. Now remember, this tweet was put out on October 12th, 2018 at 1:12 p.m. Now let's keep going. Elsewhere, Treyarch promised the combat record feature would be added into the game back in a post on Reddit from 4 months ago. The combat record, which gives players in-depth stats, arrived alongside the Black Ops for the first Black Ops game in 2010 and has been in each Call of Duty game since then. Currently, it's not in Black Ops 4. In a statement given to Charlie Intel, the Tracker Network criticized the API changes. It says here, for years, the COD community has constantly expressed an interest in having open access to data. We believe giving players the power to improve their game through data benefits the community, and I think the amount of support pouring it in is proof that the community agrees. This isn't new thinking, and we've seen several developers in the past make this a reality. We hope Activision and Treyarch will reach out and support the community, because without their support, we in sites like ours will be forced to shut down. Now it goes on to say Black Ops 4 has had a torrid time as of lately. While it's a quality shooter and Blackout of the Battle Royale mode remains a blast to play, the recent addition of loot boxes and microtransactions and progression issues have tarnished Black Ops 4's reputation. Meanwhile, the third-party Call of Duty stat websites are worried for the future without access to data. They will basically be shut down. Now, that is all for the articles that I got to basically cover for you guys. Basically, what they're saying is leaderboards are not coming. They could be coming. They were basically... Treyarch actually just straight up lied to us. They said back in October, yeah, they're coming. Don't worry. So where are they at? Nowhere to be seen. So Treyarch lied. Activision lied. One of them two tweeted out and said something. Treyarch basically tweeted out and said, yeah, they're coming. Don't worry. And then they just are nowhere to be seen. So there's that. Then you have basically the leaderboards get put into the game, and they're not even really good leaderboards. If you guys remember back to Black Ops 3, I remember the period up to where players were always looking to see who is the best player inside of Black Ops 3. I know I did that. I don't know if anybody else did that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments if anybody else did that. But leaderboards need to be made to where it's everyone in the world. Everyone can basically be competing. I know in Black Ops 3, I think that's probably what Treyarch is thinking about. Black Ops 3 had a period where people were literally just making hacked accounts. You would see a player that was like literally level 6, no prestige, just level 6, and have the whole bunch of score, and they'd be like ranked number 6 in the world. I realize they're probably afraid of people just doing that again, but if people would just play the game honestly and just have fun, if you're a great player, good for you. You deserve to be at the top. If you're not a good player, then you're probably at the bottom. If you're a decent player, just be at the middle. Every day you can always try to get better, but if you're not a good player, don't try to cheat. But just let me know what you guys think in the comments about this type of video. If you guys enjoyed the video, do me a favor, hit that like button. It's always much appreciated if you do so. Let me know what you guys think Treyarch and Activision should be doing at this moment, because if they don't get these leaderboards and combat records fixed and do something, half their fan base is probably going to be leaving here very soon. Hopefully, guys don't leave my channel because, I mean, hey, you can always subscribe if you guys want to. But, like I said at the beginning of the video, if you guys are brand new to the channel, do not forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell if you guys are brand new to the channel. Remember, you can follow me at any of my social medias. Links to everything are down in the description. And if you guys want to check out my sponsors and benefit me very greatly, you guys can do so by clicking the links in the description down where it says sponsors. You guys can check out OPSEAT, great gaming chair. Use the link. It'll take you guys over to the website, and it'll use a discount to get you guys a cool little discount on a gaming chair. If you guys want to check out Fade Grips, you guys can click the link in the description, take you guys directly over to their store, and you guys can use code HYPE15 to get yourselves a 15% off at the website, and you guys put little control grips onto your controllers. Helps you out very much. And if you guys want to check out X2 Gaming Store, you guys can do so by clicking the link in the description. It'll take you guys directly over to their website, and you guys can use code HYPE to get yourself a discount at their website. Really cool gaming like cosmetics and like little gaming memorabilia, I guess you could say. Little things that you guys can cop at their website. And if you guys want to check out my store, you guys can do so by clicking the link in the description down where it says merchandise, and you guys can cop yourself some Hype Nation merch. If you guys want to rep the brand, feel free to do so. But without further ado, guys, it's been your boy Dean Hype. I'll catch you guys next one. Have a great rest of your day. Peace!